Hey guys, how's it going? John here with a product review, and as you know, I don't review every product that I see, only the ones that I really think are worth looking at. And this review video is about Fresh Proposals, which is a tool that can really help anybody who's just getting started in the entrepreneurial or freelancing space, as I did. So let's go ahead and dive into this review. So if you've been around the channel for a while and you know my story, you'll know that a few years ago, I totally left my corporate job and went all in with my wife's blog and our digital marketing practices, and it's been fantastic. But in the first few months, I really struggled with the proper way to communicate with new clients, send proposals, create proposals, do the right things, and I didn't have really a lot of templates to go off of. I kind of learned by doing, and eventually I figured it all out. But had I had a tool like what I'm going to talk about in this video here, it would be way easier. So let's go ahead and dive into the screen share here. I'm on the AppSumo page. You can go to incomemesh.com/freshproposals, which is my affiliate link, to see this deal. And essentially what it works out to is $49 for one time. You get lifetime access to the software, and that gives you access to one user. So if you're a solopreneur, this is perfect for you. And 30 active proposals. So I don't know about you, but that seems like plenty to me when you're first getting started, especially if you're doing things like building websites or doing big Facebook ad campaigns, kind of expensive marketing tasks. You don't need that many active proposals. So I think that a single code will be good enough for most people to get in on this deal. All right, you also get the ability to do a custom domain, so your proposals look super fancy, and email whitelisting. All right. So as we walk over this software here, the big thing that I want you to remember is we're not building web pages here, we're building PDFs, okay? So as I click over to Fresh Proposals, and we'll dive into the entire walkthrough, but I just want to show you the one thing that as I start to look at it at first, I was like, I don't like this, because there's two different ways that people are designing websites. One is that responsive, where you're in these columns and rows, and it's very, engineering blocky, or there's the free flow here, which is a bit more like PowerPoint or, graphics design platforms. Now, because we're not designing these proposals to be mobile responsive or anything, this is a drag and drop. What you see is what you get, and you have total design freedom. That can be nice, but it can also be kind of tricky to design the exact right thing. All right, so just keep that in mind as you're diving into the platform. So here I am inside of Fresh Proposals. I'm gonna go ahead and hide my face for a little bit here. And what's cool about this is kind of an end-to-end for tracking down and doing lead flow for service work or freelance types of gigs, okay? So you can see all your proposals you have. You can see templates to launch a new proposal or launch a new service offering, content library, which we'll talk about in a second, clients, and your settings. And then on the dashboard here, you can see like your news feed of the different deals that have come through, what's been approved, what's been signed. You can even see your acceptance rate. So if you want to do basically like conversion rate optimization, you can do that with this dashboard here and see what's working, what's not working for you. And you can see your overall revenue and deals here. All right, let's go ahead and dive into it. So I'll create a new proposal, and I'll call this, let's say, content marketing. I'll launch it. And in the beginning, you can choose which client this is for, but if you don't have that yet, that's okay. You can go ahead and add one in here and put in all the details that you would need. So I'll click add, and you can put some details of your contact. So contact first. One thing that's interesting here, they actually do not let you add spaces on the first name or last name field. I suppose they're trying to prevent people from making typos and putting their entire name in one field, but there are some people who have like two separate words. Okay, so we've added in some basic details here. And so now I have a new contact, and I can select this. So you could, I suppose, send a single proposal to multiple people, multiple companies at the same time. If you're doing like a blitz campaign, trying to get a bunch of clients, I suppose you can do that. And then the due date of the proposal, let's say this is due a week from now, and it's valid until. And so right here, you're starting out from scratch. And if you're just getting started, this can be an overwhelming place to begin. Don't worry, I've got you covered in a second here. But what this allows you to do is if you wanted to like make your own template, or if you have your own thing to import, you can drag your text in and mention your services. You can do all the kind of design stuff you would want. You can even do shadows, the color of it. So you can really get talk about your services, timelines, anything that you'd put into a tabular form, and do all the normal stuff you'd like to do there. For the pricing, you can change the pricing and the currency here, so it'll automatically show up in the correct deal. Even add shapes and videos. I'm a big fan of putting videos in, especially if it's a higher priced value. So you can get a YouTube video here and just put in a YouTube video directly there in their proposal where you can talk to them, help them understand the details of the proposal and everything else like that. Okay, so I'm not going to go, like, this would be a hideous thing, right? Like, this looks awful. So let me show you. Let's go ahead and save this and start off with a template library and show you the things that they already have ready for you. So you can go through and see the ones that are built into the system. So radio advertising proposal, executive coaching proposal, video proposal, new employee offer. So they really try to get a bunch of different industries and verticals, market research, audit services, Facebook marketing, e-commerce, inbound marketing. And you can see the proposals go on and on. I'm pretty sure you'll find something that'll work for you, but the question is, are any of these any good? Let's go ahead and take a look at one I haven't seen yet. So let's say a social media marketing proposal. I want to go in and edit this template. So I'll open it up and you can see kind of what's possible. So really cool looking designs. Anything that's yellow are dynamic fields or replaceable fields, where if you're putting in a new client, all their details will automatically be put in wherever it belongs, and you can see how it looks. So, like, I'm a big fan of this design. This looks really, really good. You can see this is just an image that kind of creates that structure for the page. And anything on this, you can either edit it here, which is like the template itself, or when you go to create a proposal, if you use this as your backdrop, like if you change something for that specific client, you can change it on their individual proposal without impacting the statement of work. I'll show you, oh, this is really nice. So this would be a solid place where you want to have all your bases covered, and don't reinvent the wheel. If you're just getting started, you don't need to hire a lawyer necessarily, although you could, of course. You can get started with fresh proposals and get a good idea of where you can start with doing different activities, what is likely included in that social media type of thing. Here's your pricing table. It shows you everything, all the pricing, all the services that are being done for you, total, even tax rates. You have a case study set up. So this is a great idea generator to let you know what could work really well on these types of tools. And even here, terms of service, very nice. They're covering their butts here by saying that we're not lawyers and create some legal agreement. So I do agree with that. When it comes to your terms and services and anything that will prevent you from getting into a court of law, definitely. All right, let's go ahead and save this. And I'll go back. Now, and I'm kind of working my way through here. So, okay, if I have a new client for social media marketing, I can go and generate a proposal, and I'll call this SAM test proposal, and I'll click save. And I should be able to select that client that I just created. So I think we did this guy. And what's going to happen here, if I go to next, I need to put this. So he has a week to sign it, and then it's valid for, it should pull all the content in, all the designs in, and put in his information. So again, I just put in contact first, contact last, but all the information is here. And what's cool is as you go through, if you have a couple of onboarding conversations with this client, you might decide that you don't want to offer social media advertising. Maybe he's got a guy for that already. You want to focus more on the reputation management or video productions, or if you want to add something to it, you can add as well. So I'm just going to copy this. So you can go through, I'm not going to play around. Obviously you can style the text however you want to and set that up like so. And now you'd have a pretty awesome looking proposal. So if you're happy with it, you can go ahead and hit next. Please set signee for the signature. All right, so I'm signing here. And then the contact is signing. All right, so I'm going to sign this one. He's going to sign that one. And that will manage all the routing of that contract. And now it'll take you, it's really nice. It works right through the workflow here. So once you have the proposal all designed, the next step is to email out the signature request to your client. And it has some templates here for you as well for initiating the proposal, a reminder for them to continue to sign it, and a thank you once the signing has happened. So this automatically sets you up to look really, really good and professional in the process. I'm not going to send this because I don't want it to get all spammy and whatnot, but that will cover fresh proposals. Let me go back to the dashboard. Let me see if I'm missing anything here. So you'll be able to have your Rolodex of your clients and the content library here. So let's say, for example, you like the overall template of social media advertising and whatnot, but there's maybe something missing and you want to be able to use this little block over and over. I can click into create a new section, and let's call this an about me. Now you'll be able to design something from scratch. You can bring in your signatures, you can bring in images, do whatever you want to, And once you're happy with it, you can preview it and save it and put some text in if you need to. And once you're happy with that little block, because this is clearly a winner right here, I'm going to click on save. And now, whenever I am working on a new proposal, I can bring these blocks in, very similar to how with Elementor or any page builder, you can save templates and pull those templates into your design. And I figure, so is this a good deal, right? Like, bottom line, is this a good deal? Well, you'd want to compare this with the 800-pound gorilla in the room, which is DocuSign. And so let's just compare their standard plan versus their, what we get for one code here. So for $49 versus $25 per month, or $300 annually. So up to 5 users online, send documents. Okay, well, this one isn't really, let's see. Let's compare the personal plan, which is $10 a month, $120 per year. You can send 5 contracts per month and basic fields. Okay, so not a whole lot going on there. When you get to $25 a month, it looks like you unlock, but it's also, this is the price of 2 months. For me, I think that having 30 active proposals is plenty. I think that the functionality they have here in the template library is pretty awesome. And if you want to check it out, you can use my link in the description of this video down below, or go to incomemesh.com/freshproposals, which is my affiliate link, and it will help you find the right deal for you. All right, so that's it for me today, guys. John here from incomemesh.com. Hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know what you think about Fresh Proposals down below and what else you want me to talk about and help you when it comes to assembling your digital marketing toolset. All right, that's it.